Hey guys, the FFX Hunter here. It's Monday 29th January, and on this weekend I decided that I will slowly start to making a videos. I will be doing it every Mondays, and it will be the videos something a little bit educative about my strategy or about how I look to the markets and what I'm doing before I'm taking a trade. So I just prepared this pair. It's US dollar Czech crown. Czech crown is the the currency in my country where I currently live at the moment. So I want to show you what I do before I take any trade or before I take any decision. So what is important for me? It's just how to say, always I use like a multi-time frame analysis, so I need to know exactly what's happening on each time frame. I'm using like 4 time frames before I take any decisions, because one time frame is just not enough, because you need to have the big picture, what is going on about where we are on the each time frames, what's happening. So I start with the monthly. It's my highest time frame. So I start with the monthly, and I need to draw my level. So what I can see here, so this market was from 2009 till 2015 in something like a range. Then it moved higher. Then it was in the range again, where it was ranging here, we can say. And now the couple months is dropping, the Czech crown is getting stronger against the dollar. So I need to draw what is actually happening on this time frame. Obviously this time frame, it's not gonna be the time frame where I will be taking the decisions, but it's the most of the time frame which leads to my decision, because yes, I traded the counter trend, counter this the highest time frame as well, but for these trades I used a smaller volume, and the long-term trades is mostly with this highest time frame. So what I see here on this monthly time frame, obviously I have to draw the trend lines. But how to draw the trend lines? Someone will draw the trend line like this. Someone will draw it maybe like this. Yeah, everyone is drawing something different. So then if you tell another person, that person could draw it like this. For example, like this. Where am I? Yeah, so some other will draw it like this. So everyone is doing something different. What is important is to do it always the same way, always use same methodology to draw the same trend lines. So because if I will draw it every time differently, it will not work for me, and every time I will get different results. Yes. So per this trend line, it could still be the uptrend, but this one could be trend line broken, this one the trend, this one is downtrend. So it's very individual how everyone draw the trend lines. I'm still trying to use the same way. So how I will draw the trend line? Always I want to have the latest information. So for me, some trend lines like this, it's not actual trend line. You know, it's the past. It's something what happened, and this is not good for me because it didn't create a new high here. So this is not trend line for me. I need to have the latest 2 points where it's creating. For example, here I can see this, everyone can see that this is a downtrend. Yeah, we don't have to discuss about it. So what is important for me, I'm gonna draw the trend line like this. And for me it's not exactly as a trend line. Okay, it's showing me the direction, but for me it's important that if this trend line or if this line is just broken up, that means that something is happening on the market. So as well I do, so this is how I draw the trend line. Yes, and this is gonna be same on the all time frames. So I will have to do, so I will draw the trend line on this time frame like this as well. Then I go to the lower time frames, and I will draw the trend line as well. So each time frame I will have a trend line. But now I will continue with the levels. Then I need to draw the levels where the market was the strongest, where it was doing the strongest moves. So what I do, I like this level. I like this one because this is where the move began, and this one is like so this one. This one will be supply. So this is the level for me where I want to take a shorts. Then what I have as well, I had the level here which was the broken strongly, so it's nice. It's for me, that means it's continuation of the downtrend. Then as well, what I can see here, I can see we are now actually coming into this level. So I think this level is gonna be some little bit like a support. This level will be supportive. I wanna see now what's gonna be happening here, but for me it's still the downtrend. Yeah. So this is like two most important points for me on this monthly time frame. Then I go weekly. So weekly what is happening? Same, only it's a fractal. So that means that the same thing is happening only on the lower time frame. And what I have here, I have a downtrend, and I have the levels as well. I have the level here because the market broke from here, and I have a level here. Yeah, so this is the important levels for me now. So you can see it's bouncing from here now. So this is what is important for me on the weekly. On the daily, same situation, market is still dropping. It's making lower low, lower high, lower low. So it's confirming the downtrend. As well, the levels. Two levels up, and if I look left, do I have some level here? Yes, I do, but there is a levels from the weekly, so I don't draw them because I will see them on the weekly. It will be same probably, because if I go lower here, I can see that the cross chair is same on the weekly and the same on the monthly. So this level is something like it's connected to it in the all time frames. This one. Then I go 4 hours, and on the 4 hours I can draw as well. The first I will draw the trend line. So what I see here, I can see the making the low, higher high, lower low. So I can see here the trend line. I will draw like this one, and it's slowly being broken and creating new level, of course, on the 4 hours. And I will draw the opposite levels as well, which will be this one. So now I have the basic map of all time frames which I'm watching of this pair. So now I could be taking some decisions. So this is just the basic what I think everyone should have on the pairs which you have under your radar, the pairs which you're watching. So you must know what is happening on the each time frame before you take decisions. The biggest mistakes of all traders, and I was doing it as well, that I was just analyzing one time frame and that's it, you know. So you cannot do just the decision by one time frame. So what I can expect now, I believe that the market will come back to this 4 hours supply zone. Why I think this? It's simple, because if we look to the 1 month time frame, it's coming to the support zone. As well on the weekly, it's already rebounding from the support zone, and the daily, it seems like this trend line will be broken. On the 4 hours, it's broken already. So for me, it's important to see that this trend line is broken as well, and I want to see some volume creating here to take a counter trend trade. But I'm just trying the I was doing it a lot before. I was taking these counter trend trades. I believe that this is gonna happen. Let's see, I will make another video later and to check if this will happen or not. And but now I'm trading most with the main trends. So what I want to see now, I want to see the break of this trend line. So I will add the alert on this trend line. So if this trend line is broken, the trading view lets me know by the email or the SMS message, so I don't have to watch the chart all the time. And when this, you can see that this is already on the daily, it's happening, the engulfing candle. So what we can expect to break it and to go higher. But when it could go, for me the support which will be strong now, if the trend line on the 4 hours is broken, and will be broken as well the daily trend line, then the levels on the 4 hours is not strong enough for me. Of course I could take a short trade here. Of course I could take short here. Of course it could happen, but this is and it will be with the trend, but I think it's maybe too early. If the 4 hours is broken, and this is slowly, this accumulation is accumulating the power to move up as well, this one will be broken. I believe this will be broken. So then these levels are not strong enough for me. Then I will be watching for these weekly levels, which are actually in confluence with this daily levels. So when I do the pre-plan of these trades, now I want to be with the trend. So I will be watching on the daily the levels which are connected with the level on the weekly. So now actually what I'm gonna do, look at this. You see these levels, they are same. These daily and weekly, it's the same level. So what I will be looking for, to enter on this correction on the daily, and I will be taking the short to the here. This is a potential trade which could happen with the pretty tight stop loss, and the risk reward ratio will be pretty big one. So this is the trade which I will be looking for. Excuse me. So this is the trade which I could be looking for if this happened. But as I said, this is just the market. This is just the pre-plan, and if the market will come to this my level, if the market will come to this my level, then I will be taking the decision. So this is just the pre-plan. This is just the pre-plan, and first of all I need to watch if this oh, what did I did? First of all, I need to watch if if on the 4 hours we will come back. If we will break this level must be broken. So I will write it down, write it here. Must be broken. As well, this trend line must be broken. We can come back here, and then we will see what's gonna be happening around this area. So this is my pre-plan, and then when the market arrives here, then I start to analyze the volume and the more interesting things. So this is not the only decisions what I do based on these things, but this is my map, what I need to know. So right now for this chart is not interesting for me till it arrives into this level. Then I start to think about do something else. Okay guys, so this is the short video about how to draw the map and the pre-plan, and I hope it will helps you. I hope it will helps you, and I will be happy if you subscribe my YouTube channel, if you join me on the free Telegram channel, and I wish you a great week. Bye bye.